that you like. Come over and do all the things that I know get you right. Come over. I try to do something new every time I come over. I won't lose the spark, I won't let it die. Cause if I don't do it, somebody will. Don't even try, ain't got sex appeal. You got a body they wish to feel. If they catch me slipping, they probably will. So I'm singing my duty like Navy SEALs. I'm dealing with someone who poppin'. I won't let these bitches come get us still. I'm someone I've been putting time in with. Think you my new addiction. Whenever I'm not working, you are my destination. See your body like I'm on a mission. Think that you are the best one I ever had, that's no joke on. And you think that I am gassing, but why you think I'm always trying to come over, come over, come over, come over, come over, come over, come over. I don't care whatever you are, I don't care, I don't care. I'll be right there no matter how far. I just love being right next to you, babe. Come over, come over, come over, come over, come over, come over, yeah, yeah. I don't care whatever you are, I don't care wherever you are. I'll be right there no matter how far. I just love being next to you, my baby. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You know you made me feel good. You know you made me feel right. You got that kind of loving, babe, I could come home to every night. You got that kind of loving, babe, I could come home to every night. Yeah, yeah, baby, yeah. You know you got that kind of loving, baby. You know you got that kind of loving, baby. You know you made me feel good. You know you made me feel right. You got that kind of loving, babe, I could come home to every night. You know you got that kind of loving, babe, I could come home to every night. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm going out of my mind, out of control, trying to get a couple of girls out of their clothes. Once I get them open, I doubt if they close. Love, life, and fun, I'm about it, you know. I am the future, I doubt if you know. Look toward the future, now that you know. God planted the seed so the talent could grow. Just made the beat so the talent could show. Compliment the beat with the talent to flow. That's money in the bank and I'm down to get dough. Some pursue fame, I ain't hounding it though. The industry is dirty, so they bound to get low. I'm from the 804 times the glow. KB, don't you know I get around like a know. The amazing, yeah, how out with the flow. I know I got them wondering like, well, how does it go? How does it go?
It's just a day in the life of my life when I'm living this life of rhymes. It's just a day in the life of my life when I'm living this life of mine. It's just a day in the life of my life when I'm living this life of rhymes. It's just a day in the life of my life when I'm living this life of mine.
KB riding out on the beat, the hottest thing out the country coming out in the streets. Never been to Miami, but I'm out with the heat. It's all love, homie, why you coming out with the beat? A lot of rappers can't touch because I'm out of their reach. If they did, that was something coming out of their dreams. You fail going out with your schemes, but I'ma show you how to succeed. You show me how it was, this is how it should be. They were looking at you, and now it is me. At first I wasn't sure, but now I believe. At first I wasn't sure, now I vow to achieve. I'm from the 804 times the G. If you're looking for the truth, then you found it in me. Majestic KB.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is a wonderful Thursday, and who is super excited is Tiffany. I am so thankful to be back on this Thursday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another Making Me Matter radio show. Yes. Hey, I see you, sweet thing. How are you? Good to see you. So listen, I want you guys to go ahead and make sure you guys go to the A Squad Rebel radio page, and those who are on my Facebook page, big shout out to everybody jumping on the Facebook Live. If you are able to, I would love for you guys to go ahead and make sure that you share this video, because here's the thing. What I want to do is something special tonight. We are in National Women's History Month. And so in honor of the ladies and in honor of those who, those wonderful women that have crossed our path, whether family members from the past or whoever they are in our now, I want to go ahead and make sure that we give them some recognition. And we are going tonight to be talking about women in the workplace, women in the house, and women in general in society. Big shout out to Antoine, who's joined in on the Facebook Live. Hey, Shanita, good to see you. Gia, good to see you. Lamont, God bless you. Good to see you. My girl Tiff Floyd is on. Y'all are just coming in. Thank you guys so much. So listen, I want you guys. Hi, Jay. Good to see you on here, Jay. How are you? Happy Thursday. So where you guys at? I want you guys to tell me what city you guys are repping. What city are you in? Where are you? Is everybody in Jersey? Where are you right now? Holla back at your girl. Let me know. We're going to take a quick break. I want to see those cities pop up. Marcy, good to see you. Hi, Chevy Williams. I see you on here. G, I see you, Gigi. Jermaine Dixon, a.k.a. my yay. That's my yay. Oh, you up in Virginia Beach? You better go ahead and work, Virginia Beach. Did you guys get a bad storm too? What was it like out there? Virginia must have been a mess. Shanita, my sis, is over there representing Irvington, Jersey. Maurice Dunn, I see you, Maurice. Listen, let's go ahead. I want you guys to keep coming in, keep flooding. Give me like 2 seconds. We're going to get started with some good music, and then we are going to jump back. I have got to get some info as to what we can do to not just think about the women from the women from our past. The women of today need to make history, and I'm going to teach y'all how to do that. Haas, big shout out to my man, Brother Haas. Yes! Haas, you know what? Just on some GP, just because you on here, I'm gonna have to play your song later on, because you know the only song I love to listen to is one. I have got to definitely get that in. I'm gonna see if we can get that in a little bit. Good to see you, Maurice. Maurice, you calling from, you over in Allentown. Wow. So wait, is that Allentown, New Jersey, or is that PA? What's good? Okay, my yay is representing Franklin. Oh, listen, you know you always representing Franklin. I am not even mad at you. Big shout out to all those Franklin heads. So we're going to go in real quick, take a quick break, come right back. We're going to jump into this topic. I want you guys to also do something else for me, all right? In honor of Women's History Month, if there is a lady, a woman, a mother, an auntie, a grandmother, a mentor, somebody who you would like to recognize for National Women's History Month, do me a favor, drop her picture up on my Facebook Live, or you can go to the Making Me Matter page, drop her picture up under the post where it has to deal with tonight's show, and then leave me a little blurb as to why you guys want to recognize her, and I'll try to go ahead and give her a shout out. So we will be right back.
8 Squad Rebel Radio.
The most talked about internet radio station in the land.
Chance, give me your heart, and I will never do you wrong, 'cause I will ride for you and die for you for it all, and I will take off from the platform and soar to your arms where I belong. Said I'd ride for you and die for you for it all. I need you with me, you're my heart, but you can't see how it's tearing apart all the things I feel for you, and I can't let go. us apart. I lay my heart out on the line, and you lay yours right next to mine. I'll fight for you, I'll give my all, no battles tearing us apart. Let's take a chance, give me your heart, and I will never do you wrong. Cause I will ride for you and die for you, for it all. And I will take off from the platform and soar to your arms where I belong. Said I'd ride for you and die for you, for it all. You're my angel for life. You took care of my scars. You opened up my eyes to a world full of love. Made me believe again, made me feel hope again. Kept me alive, I'm so alive, I can't deny. I lay my heart out on the line, and you lay yours right next to mine. I'll fight for you, I'll give my all, no battles tearing us apart. I lay my heart out on the line, and you lay yours right next to mine. I'll fight for you, I'll give my all, no battles tearing us apart. Let's take a chance, give me your heart, and I will never do you wrong. Cause I will ride for you and die for you, for it all. And I will take off from the platform and soar to your arms where I belong. Said I'd ride for you and die for you, for it all. Can't you see just how I feel? I lay my heart on the line, for it all just to make you mine. My love is one of a kind. You're my shining star, shooting from the sky. I'll give you my all, it's just you and I lay my heart out on the line, and you lay yours right next to mine. I'll fight for you, I'll give my all, no battles tearing us apart. I lay my heart out on the line, and you lay yours right next to mine. I'll fight for you, I'll give my all, no battles tearing us apart. Let's take a chance, give me your heart, and I will never do you wrong. Cause I will ride for you and die for you, for it all. And I will take off from the platform and soar to your arms where I belong. Said I'd ride for you and die for you, for it all.
Put the needle on the record, baby, and let it go around slowly. I know we're meant to be together, baby, and I would wait again if I had to, just as patiently. But for the record, I've got to say, baby, it's fitting in the groove so perfectly. I've had a lot of 45s, and I'm finished with that single life. And I wanna make enough love so that we know we belong on a record, baby. Let me play your favorite love song, and I don't mind if we repeat it. Now flip it to the B-side. You know I love the B-side. Oh, that's where it gets deep, baby. You know I love it when it's deep, baby. You know I said I'll never, 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 never leave you. And when I said it all, I meant it. And now we're right where we need to be, yeah. Oh, moments like these need to be documented. So that's why, for the record, I've got to say, baby, I just gotta say, it's fitting in the groove so so perfectly.
Yeah,
I had a lot of 45s. I'm finished with that single life.
Finished with the single life.
I wanna make another.
I wanna make another. We can take our time and do it right. I wanna show you how I feel. Baby, it's so real.
We can make it last, put it on wax.
Jesus is saying, ready or not, here I come, and you can't hide. Yeah. One. I need everybody to their feet. One. Yeah. Listen. One world, one life, one girl, one wife, one chance, one heart, one dance, one spark, one knee, one yes, one ring, one flesh, one vision, one look, one sound, one hook, one stage, one mic, one crowd, one light, one block, one car, one shot, one scar, one battle, one fight, one day, one night. Will you be the O-N-E? Choose one game, one sport, one name, one thought, one book, one God, one spirit, son died, one truth, one faith, one trip, one ride, one choice, one test, one stage, one left, one heaven, one hell, one prayer, one yell, one time, one source, one Lord, one cross, one body, one soul, one mission, one goal. Will you be the O-N-E he used? One Adam, one Eve, one fruit, one tree, one fall, one blame, one judge, one king, one woman, one man, one purpose, one plan, one dream, one wish, 5 loaves, one fish, one delivered, one bound, one lost, one found, one blind, one see, one step of faith, one seed, one Peter, one John, one David, one Psalm. Will you be the O-N-E he used? One Paul, one James, $1.
Good to see you, Norm. Good to see you, Terry. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, yeah. Y'all hear that? That's that high. That's that high.
One decision, one earth, one heaven, one sin. A lot of people lose, we win. One heal, one free.
Y'all hear that?
Philippians 4:3. One family, one place, one color, one race, one movie, one theme. Passion of the Christ, one screen.
Haas is I can't even tell y'all what Haas. Besides the fact that Haas that's my friend. His music is ridiculous. Goodness gracious. Big shout out to Brother Haas, who was on the check-in not too long ago. Hey, Norm, I see you. Hey, Tom. How are you, Tom? It's good to see you. So y'all listen, tonight we're going to deal with women in the workplace, women in the house, and women in society. And I need you guys to holler at me, 973-536 2707. Holla at your girl. So here's my question. Hi, Jamie. I see you, Jamie. So here's my question. Do you guys find that if you really think about where women have come from the 80s and where we are now, do you think anything has changed in the workplace in regards to how women are treated? And, we talk about this as National Women's History Month. Is there really a difference in how women are being treated? Are they being still treated as if they don't matter? And I'm really curious to see what your thoughts are. I have, I don't know about you. I have had, I've worked with a lot of men and I've worked with a lot of women. And to be very honest with you, there's a difference when you work with a man and even under a man versus working with a woman and under a woman. Am I wrong for saying that? Has anybody what have your experiences been with dealing with women in the workplace? I have, when did I start? My first job was when I was 15 years old. Can y'all believe that? At 15 years old, I started as a secretary to a principal. And I've worked with so many different wonderful women after that and worked for so many different wonderful men. But I do notice that there's a difference. There's a difference in how, I don't want to say in how we're being treated, but it looks like we have to demand a little bit more of authority than the men do. A man can just pretty much show up. And it's almost as if a woman, when she shows up, she has to go the extra mile. Am I the only one that feels like that? Are we still in that day and time where the woman just really has to go the extra mile to try to prove herself? And if so, why? What is it that we can't be on the same page? Like, if I say that I can do this and he says he can do that, why can't we be looked at as the same? Is there a problem with us being looked at as the same? Is there a certain role that women should even have in the workplace? Hey, Nucci, good to see you. Big shout out to you, Nucci. Thanks for checking in. Is there something that, are women supposed to be equal in all things, or are we supposed to be, okay, he has to lead here and we're always supposed to stay down here? Or is it okay? I need y'all to holler back at me because I'm a little confused. I see certain things, thank God not in my job, but I've seen things growing up. I've worked for several different places and have seen where it looks like we still have to try to prove ourselves. And not trying to be funny, but in most cases with some women, our work honestly just speaks for us. So we don't have to do the extra that other people are expecting us to actually do. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Like, what do you do? What do you actually do when you are in the workplace? Do you conduct yourself differently? How do you handle yourself in the workplace? Is it possible to be that queen even at work? And the reason why I ask that is because I've never held a position where, of course, I was like a CEO or some kind of boss. Now, I'm not going to lie. Hey, Mivette, I see you, my heart. Mivette, okay. Y'all see on my Facebook Live right now, that's my girl. Her name is Yvette Lozano. Yvette I call her Mivette. We all treat each other with respect. We don't try to ante up on another female. It's not like I'm trying to say, you know what, Yvette, even though I'm an executive assistant and even though you are a supervisor, at the end of the day, because of who I work with and I work closer with this one, I'm better than you. No, it doesn't work like that. We are still equal. And I think between how women treat each other and how men treat women, there's a difference. There's a difference. Yvette, I don't expect you to say a whole lot, especially because we work together. But do you notice that there's a difference in how a woman relates to another female in the workplace? And is it different than the way men treat women in the workplace? Regina, you noticed that? Let me tell you something. I've seen, hi Lonnie. Oh, it's so good to see you on here. So I have seen, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I have seen where women in certain positions have tried to look down on other women just because their title was different. Or I've seen it where other women have the same title and still try to overpower that particular woman that they're familiar with. And it's always somebody that's always feeling themselves. And I don't understand why. I don't understand the purpose of it. My thing is, if we work for the same company or we have the same goal, why can't we just focus on that goal as women? Why can't we just build each other up as women? Why can't we just say, you know what? let me go ahead and give you some information to help you grow and help you get this. Oh, you have a question? There's something that you'd like to ask me? There's something that you need? Here, I can help you. Instead of just saying, no, I don't know the answer to that and I can't help you, and you have all the necessary resources to help your sister succeed. And let me just put this out there. When I say your sister, I mean female. I'm not dealing with race and religion. I'm talking about female across the board. And so let me read what Yvette said. Yvette says, I gotta look, Yvette, I keep saying Yvette, they're not gonna know who you are. Yvette said, like they see each other as competition and being two completely different. Right. And I don't understand that. How are we in two different departments and we're competing? At the end of the day, we still work for the same company. So what's the beef? What's your beef? Why is there gotta be beef? What you really hating on? Is it because you notice that I seem to be not me, when I say I'm speaking in general, that I seem to be proficient, or I seem to be on point, or you don't see me caught up in office gossip? That's a whole nother issue. I'm going to be honest with you, and Mivete will tell you, I hate office gossip with a passion. I don't get caught up in it because I'm a lady. So being a lady means conducting myself as such. And there's some things that you just have got to shut down. I'll never forget, I had this, there was somebody that came to me one year, right? And came to, at one of my jobs, this, particular young lady came to my desk at one of my jobs. And she said to me, you know, I just want to tell you about this and this and this and this and this and that. I said, stop. What you're not going to do is come over here and talk to me about other people's business, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't engage in office gossip. At the end of the day, I'm here to do a job and take my tail home. And I said some other things. I said, I'm not here for that. You know, I come to my desk. I'm at my desk. I'm working. I'm not here to get caught up in any kind of mess. And my thing is, why do we do that to each other? Why is it that we can't just work together, do what we need to do, accomplish the same goal, and just keep it moving? Why do we have to try to look to start something or circulate rumors, circulate gossip? That's not what good women are supposed to represent. A good, strong woman. Oh, let me just say this real quick too. A strong woman, there's a difference between being cocky versus being confident. You can be a strong woman, meaning know who you are, know what your capabilities are, know that you are able to get the job done and serve in excellence without acting like your stuff don't stink. There's got to be a way that us women can be represented differently and looked at differently. We can work to have the same common goal. I don't care what department you're in. If you're in a different department, at the end of the day, let me just say this. If you're in a cleaning business, right? Let's say you have your own cleaning company. So with this cleaning company, let's say you have the CEO and the president, you have an assistant, you have somebody who does purchase orders, and you even have a janitor. The janitor is not less than the person who is the president or the assistant, because at the end of the day, it takes all of these parts to make that company function. So what is it that as women we need to do better? We have got to represent ourselves in a manner where we can demand the respect that we need without getting to a place of arrogance, without getting to a place of cockiness, and without forgetting who we are as women. All of that shade, all of that back talk. Listen, for National Women's History Month, I want us today to encourage a woman, even if you're a male watching, encourage another woman to check herself. Get yourself in order. Learn how to conduct yourself, or as the Bible would say, govern yourself accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We have got to get better at how we handle ourselves and how we represent ourselves, because the world out there thinks that we're garbage and think that we have a stank-da-dank-dank attitude and think we don't know how to be nice, think that we're always mean-mugging because we're miserable. We've got to change our entire disposition. That's not how we were created. We were not created for the basis of always trying to crack the whip and make it seem like I am woman, hear me roar. We have a nurturing gift that comes with us based on creation and how God has literally molded us. listen, I'm going to get into some of these comments right here. Pam Major says that type of woman needs to be whole and healed. Then she is able to feel comfortable with herself and be ready to serve. Absolutely. Yvette said we have to be confident in what we do. Yes, we do. I agree with that 100%. Regina said we must govern. Look, Regina, you know I mean that. We must govern ourselves accordingly. Yvette will tell you at work, I have people coming in and out of my cube all day, whether they're trying to have a confessional moment, whether they're there to just talk. But at the end of the day, she will tell you, I don't get caught up in no office foolishness. I will nicely send someone out of my cubicle and send them on their way. Like, nope, I'm not beat for all of that at all. Thank you, Lonnie. Lonnie said, good stuff. Marcy said, I have to plead the fifth right now in regards to my previous employer. I understand that, Marcy. And you know what, Marcy, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't care what job you work at. There's always going to be office drama. But here's the deal. I don't care how much office drama is like really going on. We have the power to go ahead and kill that thing. We have the power and authority to go ahead and say, you know what? I'm not going to participate in this. If you don't like me because I refuse to participate in your foolishness, my dude, my chick, be out. I don't need you around me. I don't need that vibe in my space. The space that I'm trying to work in and stay in is workflow, positivity, encouragement, focused, and fulfillment. I go to work to fulfill a responsibility and obligation, and part of that responsibility is not engage in foolishness. Period. Not to engage in foolishness. So we have got to be better. And you know, people are going to be who they are. Let me just put that out there, right? You're going to always have somebody who's going to have something to say about something. Someone's going to always do something to try to make it seem like you're not doing what you're doing. And at the end of the day, you just stay on your P's and Q's. You don't be the one to throw shade. You don't be the one to fight fire with fire. You don't be the one to sit back and say, let me see how I can go ahead and manipulate this person because they did this to me. No, ladies, women, that's not what you do. That's not what we do. Somebody do that to you, you know what? Charge it to the game. That's just how the person is. You handle yourself and let God go ahead and vindicate you from the one who's trying to be this victimizer. I've done it. I've done it on plenty of occasions. I have had so many people lie on me at work, and I have emails to prove it. And every time, something that Pastor Danielle and Bishop Hilliard used to teach me, they taught me years ago, because I literally cursed somebody out that was in the choir that was spreading a lie. And so what happened was, and I'm just being honest, I know somebody might say that's too candid. It is what it is. It's real. I had a moment, and when I realized that my name was caught up in a lie, I called them and I blacked out. And thank God I'm different now. Did you guys see my face? Thank God I'm different. So right now, but for the most part, when they had always said, you never have to chase a lie, I was lied on at my job, completely lied on. Okay. And then as I was lied on, let me tell y'all what happened. I keep everything. When I say everything, I keep everything. I have emails from the first day. Yeah, Regina. I keep emails from the first day that I started my job. And so I've been lied on plenty of occasions. And anytime I've been lied on, and people like to copy my boss knows how I work. So he doesn't even question me. And see, thank you, Holy Ghost. Here's another thing. You don't always have to, I'm learning to slowly get to this place of, I don't always have to defend myself. I don't always have to defend myself. You want to know why? Because God will vindicate me. God will go ahead and literally cover me and put his angels around me in the midst of everything that's going on. When somebody tries to attack me, you best believe God's going to come through. Hey, Regina, good to see both of my Reginas. Yes. I see you on here. Amber. Hey, Amber. Look at you. Amber, we got a lot of catching up to do, like years of catching up. Brian Perry, I see you, BP. So here's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, the moment all these emails went out and said, oh, we're missing yada, 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 or this wasn't done, yada, yada, yada. I said, okay. I didn't say anything. I looked. I said, went in my sent items. Copied my boss. I didn't have to get nasty. I didn't have to say, let me tell you what I'm going to do. Nope. I didn't have to get hood. Now, does that hood side want to come out every once in a while? Everybody got a hood side. Of course, every once in a while, you want to feel like you want to wreck shop, but you have got to govern yourself accordingly. I have a scripture over my in my cubicle. I have scriptures over my cubicle. I have this little box of blessings that one of my coworkers blessed me with, and it's words of encouragement. Let me tell you something. When you surround yourself with positivity and positive things and words that will uplift you, even in your worst situation, I promise you that you will start to reflect on the very thing that you just read. So I want to get you. Yeah, I got to see what Regina said. Regina said, you have no need to fight in this. You better say so. No need. No need. Why? Why? Listen, how about that? I'm not trying to fight nobody. You shouldn't be trying to fight anybody. It's a waste of time, a waste of energy. And plus, it's so unladylike. At the end of the day, it comes to a point where we get old enough to say, I'm going to shut this down my way. And shutting things down my way means I'm going to make sure that in everything that I do, I am carrying myself with the utmost respect. I will always make sure that I am looked at as somebody who remains intact in regard to how respectful I handle my work and other coworkers. And I'm saying this to you not to talk about me, but to give you guys an example of how we just need to be as women. Women, help me understand, why do women like seeing other women go at it? Why do women like to see other women thrown under the bus? I don't know. Do you know that when you start throwing people under the bus, that mess comes back to bite you? Listen, there comes a point where you just have got to say to yourself, you know what? Why am I doing this? The energy that you spend trying to fight fire with fire, that, when I tell you, oh, Haas, don't worry about it. I told Zay we going to play it for the rest of the night. So every time I take a break, I'm going to play it. Haas, you know, I love that song. So I'm going to play it the next break. I'm going to play it when we leave. I'm playing one all night. But when I tell you, I think we just have got to do better as women, as a whole, how we handle ourselves in the workplace and so forth. So here's another topic that I know that you guys are really, 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 oh Jesus, really, really not going to like me on. Listen. Yeah, you're right, Lonnie. Men do it too. But this month is National Women's Month. National Women's History Month. So you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll deal with the men on Father's Day. Lonnie, you need to call in on Father's Day and we need to make that happen. What you think? We'll go ahead and do it. So now, I don't know how you guys are going to like this next conversation, this next part, because I want to talk about women in the house. I need you guys to make sure that you stay tuned. Tell a friend, send a, oh, my sister is on. Hey, Misty. Misty, so good to see you. Misty, you know what, Misty? You listen. You are, let me just tell everybody that's watching right now. Misty, my sister, Michelle Lynch is how she's listed on here. Let me tell you something about her. You want to talk about a bona fide queen? That one is a bona fide queen. Okay? Listen. Bona fide queen. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a sister. She's an auntie. She's everything. And she's one of my best friends. And she's out in Dallas. And let me tell you something. She came on right on time, because what I'm getting ready to talk about, Misty, is how a woman should conduct herself in the house. The role of a woman. We just got finished dealing with the workplace. Women in the workplace. And, we're going to get into, I'm going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into women in the house, how a woman should conduct herself in the house. Now, there's several levels that can go. We'll talk about, I need to do a ladies chat for that one. But in response to understanding the importance of submission, submission is not a bad word. Submission is sexy if you understand the purpose of submission, if you understand the importance of leadership, if you understand the importance of the role in the house, if you respect him enough to know who he is, not just what he is not in your eyes. And I'm going to stop right there. You will understand the importance of submission, and you won't have any drama in your house. How about that? Submission is sexy. So give me a couple of minutes. We're going to come back. I really want to hear that one. We're going to go to commercial real quick. We're going to play One by my buddy Haas. That is my song. I told you we're going to play it for the rest of the night, and I mean it. Haas will tell you I OD with that song. So give me like a minute or two, and I will be right back. Oh, I appreciate you so much, Misty. You have no idea how much I admire you and look up to you. And so we'll be right back. You guys don't go anywhere. Tawana, I see you. Lynette, I see you. We're going to get into this song One by my dude, my buddy, my friend, brother Haas. That's what they do at the games. Only on
8 Squad Rebel Radio.
The most talked about internet radio station in the land. Yeah. Jesus is saying, ready or not, here I come, and you can't hide. Yeah. One. I need everybody to their feet. One. Yeah. Listen. One world, one life, one girl, one wife, one chance, one heart, one dance, one spark, one knee, one yes, one ring, one flesh, one vision, one look, one sound, one hook, one stage, one mic, one crowd, one light, one block, one car, one shot, one scar, one battle, one fight, one day, one night. Will you be the O-N-E? Choose one game, one sport, one name, one thought, one book, one God, one spirit, son died, one truth, one faith, one trip, one ride, one choice, one test, one stage, one left, one heaven, one hell, one prayer, one yell, one time, one source, one Lord, one cross, one body, one soul, one mission, one goal. Will you be the O-N-E? He used one Adam, one Eve, one fruit, one tree, one fall, one blame, one judge, one king, one woman, one man, one purpose, one plan, one dream, one wish, 5 loaves, one fish, one delivered, one bound, one lost, one found, one blind, one see, one step of faith, one seed, one Peter, one John, one David, one Psalm. Will you be the O-N-E? He used one Paul, one James, $1 but no change, one song, one verse, one gift, one curse, one me, one you, microphone check, 1, 2, one religion, one church, one decision, one earth, one habit, one sin. A lot of people lose, we win. One healed, one free. Philippians 4, 1, 3. One family, one place, one color, one race, one movie, one theme. Passion of the Christ, one screen.
Hey, this is Roxanne Shante, and right now you're listening to 8 Squad Rebel Radio. Please believe it, baby. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
How about that? Big shout out to Roxanne Shante. Yes. My girl Sherry Ann, please tell Haas he needs to listen to himself like right now. So listen, big shout out to everybody that has checked in tonight. I am so grateful that you guys have checked in. Hey, listen, do you guys do any traveling? Who does traveling? Do you guys do a lot of traveling? If you do some traveling, I need you guys to check out my good friend, Roland. He is with Compa Getaway, and he has some really good prices to go to Disney World in Orlando. I've never been to Disney World, but I heard it's absolutely amazing. Never been, have a desire to go. I so need to make that happen. So anywho, big shout out to Roland. Make sure you guys go to the Making Me Matter radio page so you can find out how you can get your discount to go take your family to Orlando. So check this out, y'all, right? let me ask you a question. If you are in a relationship, if you are married, if you are single, single meaning dating, or shoot, if you're single, period, can somebody let me see something? Let me see a thumbs up. Who's single? Who's married? If you're single, married, or dating, let me see a S, an M, and a D. Let me see where you at. Let me see if you are single, married, or dating. And there's a reason why I'm asking this question. The big reason why I'm asking. So who is single? Oh, I'm getting ready to try to share this on my page. Who's single? Who's married? And who is dating? Who is single? Who is married? Who is dating? I need to see you guys put something up. Let me see if you're single. Okay, Tina just said she is single. Who's married? Regina, what are you? Are you single, married, or dating? Let me see if you are S. If you're single, a M. If you're married, a D. If you're dating. Lynette, you are an S. You're single. Okay, who else? Regina said, I'm all three. Yes. Well, you can't be single if you married. Shanae, married. Shanae, you are beautiful. You were beautiful when we were in high school, and you're extremely beautiful now. Brian Perry, what? Never been to see Mickey. I know. Horrible. Brian is married. Okay. My girl Sherry Ann. I know Sherry Ann is married. Michelle Lynch, my Misty, is married. Yes. Okay, so here's my thing, right? Here's what I want to talk to y'all about. The reason why I'm asking if you're single, married, or dating is because for National Women's History Month, I want us to really start talking into dealing with different issues of women so that we can make history and not repeat history or not repeat the expectations of what people think that we should be like because of the stereotypes of a woman. So I have had some, how can I say, I have a lot of female friends, right? And a lot of them are, as you could see, married. A lot of them are married. And then I have some that are single. So what is the worst thing that a woman could do or could not do in her marriage? The reason why I'm asking is how they say, hashtag asking for a friend. I'm not asking for a friend. I'm asking to try to help everybody that's watching. Because here's the deal. There are roles that women, we don't want to talk about, that need to take place in the household. And Misty, you can let me know if you think I'm right and if I'm wrong. I think sometimes we get so caught up in, you know what, it should be all about me. I'm the woman. I'm this, I'm that, and I'm this and I'm that. And sometimes we forget that we got to do what we have to do to understand the process of our role in a marriage, which means submission. There's nothing wrong with being submissive in a marriage. I think a lot of times we don't understand the true definition of submission. What I want to tell y'all is this, right? If you are married, apparently you married him because you trusted him. You're not going to marry somebody that you don't trust. Well, I hope you wouldn't. You're not going to marry anybody that you don't trust. So here's my question. If you married him, and obviously you married him because you trust him, why is it that we have a problem as women letting the man take the lead in the household? Why do we have a problem with the man being who he is? Why do we have a problem not letting him know and affirming him and confirming him? Let me tell y'all something. What you won't do, another woman will. If you don't confirm him, somebody else will. And I've learned that. Trust me, I've learned that. So I want to say, if there's something that you need to change within you so that you can understand him, something that my aunt used to say to me, she said, you better learn your man. And it's the truth. What is it that we are not doing that there's more marriages breaking up because we don't want to, quote unquote, submit. Submit is not a stinking word. Submission is sexy. Do you know how a beautiful thing it is to say, yeah, okay, my husband wants me in at a certain hour because he is concerned about my safety. He doesn't want me to leave the house at a certain hour. And so, you know, you're going to have your single girlfriend say, girl, oh, please, your husband doing what? Why won't he let you leave? Oh, he won't let you leave? No, it's not that he won't let me leave. I have enough respect for my husband and enough respect for my marriage to say my husband wants me in the house. I'm going to be in the house. And I think we're just so combative because of what these reality TV shows are doing, which is horrible. I'm sorry, y'all. The reality TV shows are horrible. And half of these people on reality TV, they're not even married anymore. You know what I'm saying? Misty said, because we've been independent for so long and afraid to lose what we've worked hard for. Now, that's a good statement. That's a good statement. So is it possible, now with that statement going, is it possible to lose what you've worked for when you trust someone? Or is it that you just don't want, or do you not trust yourself with giving, not you, Misty, I'm just saying in general, or do you not trust yourself to give away certain things because you don't know how it's going to be handled? Have y'all ever put your heart in my girlfriend said you put your heart in the wrong person's hands. Have that ever been you, where you put your heart in the hands of the wrong person? My girlfriend Darlene used to say that. She used to say, sis, I have taught where I think she wrote something. She wrote a piece about how, ladies, we have got to be careful with our heart. We can't just place our heart in anybody's hands. And it makes perfect sense. Have you all, the women that are on here, are you afraid to submit because you're afraid of getting what someone else did to you? Let me tell you what my cousin says to me, right? My cousin said to me, and she used to say this to me all the time, I don't know how you get into a relationship and you treat the person as if nothing ever happened to you in the previous one. You know why? Because I give everybody the benefit of the doubt and I give them a chance to hang themselves. I'm not going to hang them and accuse them or look for anything. I don't care how bad they were with the person before me. If you treat me good, you best believe I will ride out with you until the wheels fall off. I'm not giving a pass for dirt. Let's not get it twisted. But even if you've had your way and did things, if you are open and honest to say, I messed up, I did this, I will sit back and be like, okay, let's work through this. But when you get to this place, now see, here's the thing. I don't want you guys, when I say submission and being submissive, I don't want you to think that I'm saying it's okay to be trampled on. That's not okay. It's not okay to be trampled on. Not okay to be used. Not okay to be taken for granted. Not okay to be just puppeted. It's not okay. The husband that you are with, he is not the puppet master. You are not supposed to be doing the robot to everything that he says. Y'all are supposed to be one based on the two coming together. So when you sit back and understand who he is, I love you too, Shirley. When you sit back and understand who he is and look at him for who he is and treat him accordingly, then you'll be able to say, you know what? I don't even look at this as being submissive in that way, the way the world makes it seem. I look at it as honoring this man that God has blessed me with, who deserves my love, who deserves my attention, who deserves, if he comes home from work and he's tired and he sits back on that couch and says, babe, I am dog tired, and he puts his feet up, nothing wrong with massaging his feet, rubbing his legs and say, you know what, you had a rough day, what do you need? There is nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes we forget how to love. Man, some of these men, the reason why they don't want to deal with us is because we forget how to love them. We forget how to love them. And I'm not, and before anybody comes on and say, well, men do this and men do that. Okay, I get it. But at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be funny. Us women are worse than half of these men that are out there. We could run game around these men left and right if we really, really wanted to. They really don't have nothing on us. Okay? Don't forget. Let's if when you think about where it started, it was Eve that was over there fiddling around with the devil. It wasn't Adam. So when you sit back and think about what a woman can get away with, we could dance with the devil and y'all wouldn't even know about it and be standing right there in front of us. I'm not going to even go there. Misty, I'm not going to even go there. I'm trying to help somebody. I want us as women to learn how to love more. Learn how to love. Learn how to say, you know what, baby, what do you need? Let's not be these women that are being portrayed all over TV to be a hot daggone mess. These women are horrible. These are not examples. These are not good examples. They're making an example of themselves, but they're not good examples. This is not how we should be reflected. Do you guys remember the day when women used to look a certain way and we used to carry ourselves a certain way, there was a certain dignity about the women that of our grandparents' generation, our grandmother's generation. The women carried themselves a certain way. I mean, even when their husbands did dirt or did whatever they did, I don't want to reflect on that because not every man does dirt. Some men are really good men, but at the end of the day, these women, they loved and nurtured and just was and would work through stuff and they wouldn't leave. Why? Because they knew what they had. They knew that they weren't perfect and they knew what they had. Nowadays, we take the men we have for granted and we look at them like, okay, you know what? Let me just say this. You a mess. You don't have this. You don't have that. I want a man that got this. I want a man that got that. And half of the time, y'all don't even have anything. How you going to sit up here and demand something and expect to get something that you can't even touch the surface on? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just don't get it. And if I don't get it, y'all need to pray for me. How about that? There's just some things I just won't get, and I guess it is what it is. I don't understand it. We have got to be better wives. These men are leaving. These men are tired. These men don't want nothing to do with women. Not that they want to do it. I'm not saying it in the sense where they're trying to leave a woman to go for a man. I'm not talking about all of that. I'm saying they don't want to be bothered, period, because men are completely tired. They get beat up as it is in the world, and to come home and be beat up is a bunch of mess. I have friends that have confided in me, literally, females saying, Tiff, listen, my man, he was just so tired, and I decided to treat him. This is what they said. I decided to treat him to go get something to eat and just have a night out with the guys. Nothing wrong with that. Just like we want to spend time with the girls, let your man go out for the weekend with the fellas. Let them go to a cave. Let them go to a game. And don't ring their phone, blowing their phone up. Babe, you having a good time? When he needs to check in, he'll check in, because love will go ahead and automatically do that. When a man loves a woman, he'll check in with her. He doesn't have to be told to check in. He'll automatically text her and say, you know what? Hey, baby, how are you? I love you and I'm thinking about you. I'm real busy at work at the moment, but I want you to know I'm thinking about you. That's what a man that loves a woman will do. You don't have to do anything. Misty said, you got it, and we need more teaching like this. Misty, don't make me happy up in here, because I could see your little tail over here shouting right about now. Do you hear me? Big shout out to Kevin Holder. Thank you for joining in. Ramona, I see you. Tina, we have got to do something about this. Listen, let me tell you something. I love love. I love relationships. I love being in love. I love and know how to make somebody feel as if they matter. I do that across the board with people, but honey, when I'm in a relationship, that's a whole different ball game. You best believe I know how to make someone feel like they are on top of the world. Come hell or high water, regardless what it feels like, I'm going to always ride out. I'm going to be there. I don't care what is going on. That's just me. What happened to the day where we love our men enough to say, you know what? Even when I want to leave you because you get on my nerves, and even though I want to leave you because I can't stand you, at the end of the day, I love you so much. I'm going to work with you. I'm going to find a way to love you even more in the midst of the mess. We have got to stop being these pseudo women that's out on these reality TV shows. And at the end of the day, all they do is think about it. All you see these women doing is sitting around with their girlfriends. Let me tell you something. I'm about to say something, okay? How about this, right? When you sit back and think about it, when you can spend a whole lot of time with your girlfriends, you really need to question certain things if you're in a relationship. Your time should not be dedicated to your girlfriends all the time. When I started dating someone, right, my girlfriends, who I'm cool with, no shade whatsoever. Well, my girlfriends used to say, you gonna hang out, you gonna do this, you gonna hang out, you want to go out to eat, no, because I'm with my boo. Hey, Nelly, thank you. How are you? So my thing is, no, I'm with my boo. And one of my girlfriends out of that group, we were talking, and I said, do you want to get married one day? And she said, yeah. I said, you want to get married? Start going out by yourself. Leave the girls alone. Make yourself available, get yourself dialed up, not for a man, but for yourself, to make yourself feel good. Go take yourself out for a cup of coffee, or go to a place to eat and just sit back and just have conversations. And you never know who's going to show up. Let me tell you something. When I used to live in Dallas, which to me is still the best place on the planet. When I used to live in Dallas, I don't know why this thing is in my face. There we go. When I used to live in Dallas, right? Let me tell you what happened. One of my girlfriends and I, we used to go to Pappadeaux's, which is my favorite place in Dallas. It's Pappadeaux's and Mi Cocina. We went to Pappadeaux's on 67, right? I think that's Duncanville. We went to Pappadeaux's on 67. And whenever we would go just, dressing up for us. We didn't need a whole lot of females with us. It would just be me and her. And we would go, we would sit, and the place where we would sit, we would meet guys would just walk up to us. And why? Because guys don't want to see a slew of women. They don't. They want to know who can I approach? But I don't feel like dealing with the drama of a whole bunch of girlfriends. So they normally go to the ones that look like it's just one of them. Oh, hey, Dewan, how are you? It has been a while. Good to see you on here. And then Tina said, that's my spot. Yeah, I love Pappadeaux's. Misty says, I lost all my real close friends, but I get Misty, what you not gonna do today? Misty, what you not gonna do? Oh my God. Do y'all see what Misty said? Misty said, I lost all my real close friends, but I gained a husband. Honey, you better go ahead. You can't have a whole bunch of women around you, ladies, if you are trying to get a husband. Not even just a husband. If you're trying to have a solid relationship, you got to tell your friends, peace. My man matters, but he ain't your husband. Listen, I'm trying to make him my husband. So, which means that if I'm trying to make him my husband, check this out. I'm going to treat him in a way where he sees I have wife qualities, meaning I know how to separate myself from you and make time for him. Period. Let me tell y'all something. Men don't require a lot. I think it seems like, oh, Misty, I'm still, I gotta read that one more time. I lost all my real close friends, but I gained a husband. That is powerful. Misty, I had said to this girl, I said, listen, go out by yourself. Don't go around all of the girls. If y'all keep going around, listen, I'm not trying to be funny. No man's going to approach somebody and y'all walking around looking like the Golden Girls. No, Sophia has officially left the building. We have got to get to this place where it's like, if you really want to get into a relationship from dating and even in your marriage, yep, he's going to have to come first. And there's nothing wrong. And if you think I'm wrong with this part, there's nothing wrong in the dating process in putting him first either. I mean, he doesn't come before like family, of course, because it's still the dating, but it doesn't mean that he still can't be a priority. Make him a priority even in the dating so that it gives him a reason or a perception of if you're even wife qualified. You know, we talk about this. I am wifey. No, honey, you be wifey. I am a wife. I will be a wife. I'm not no wifey. I don't need no extras. I am what it is, and that's it. Yes, Misty, wife. Oh, Nelly, I see you. Not at all. Right. Deb, I see you. Brian, it goes for the men as well. Right. But this month we're dealing with National Women's History Month. We're going to deal with the men in June for Father's Day. But for the most part, when I tell y'all, I'm telling you what I know, and I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. A lot of times women stay single because at the end of the day, the worst thing that we can do is constantly make it seem like, now I get sometimes, listen, you want to chill with your friends, that's fine. But if you're dating, go ahead and make him feel like he's a priority. If you're married and you're not making your husband number one, shame on you. Your husband come before the kids. He come before everybody. Your husband is your priority. Your husband is your priority. Listen, he's the head of the house. If the head is out of order, the whole house is out of order. Let me tell y'all a little something. I'm not going to go into details because I know I talk about this a lot, but I've done very, very, very well with no longer throwing shade to certain people. So at least I'm trying. I had a situation and I had told someone, you know, at the end of when I was married, I said at the end of the day, this is when I was married to my husband. I said, I'm married to this man. I don't care about what anybody else thinks or what anybody says. If he's not happy, I'm not going to be a happy camper. And if I'm not happy, you best believe it's not going to be a good thing. Because my husband at the time, he was not confrontational. Not saying that I am, but I don't sit back when I see that there's something going on. If I love you, I'll fight for you. If I love you, you best believe I'll back somebody in the corner and be like, what's the problem? What's the problem? And so there was a situation where I noticed something and I said, I'm just going to tell you once. He's the head of the house. I'm his backbone. The head can't function. Check this out, y'all. And this is what I said. The head can't function properly without a solid spine. The head can't move to the left and to the right and look forward if the alignment is off. If I'm his backbone and I got his back and his head is messed up because of something that you done shifted and it wasn't even me, we have a problem. And I told this person, do me a favor, if you're going to cause drama, and this is the first day I met them, I said, you know what, if you are going to cause drama, do me a favor. I'm not trying to be funny. Don't call the house, because that man is the man that I'm marrying. If you need to reach him, reach his cell phone. You are not allowed to call the house phone. And we weren't even married. I said, when we get married. Because women, here's one thing. Right, Nelly, you see that? Listen, oh, Nelly said you will make a man melt. Oh, Jesus. Nelly, because here's my thing. I'm going to tell you why. Because, right, Misty, you have to address the issue at hand, because at the end of the day, listen, who else is going to defend the one that we love, the one that we're going home to, the one that we are supposed to look at as our king? Who else is going to defend him the way we should? Who else is going to defend him? I could talk about this all day. Y'all are killing me because I know I need to go into dealing with women in society. But for the most part, I want to encourage each and every woman. If you are dating, love him enough to make him a priority, regardless what it is. If you want him to marry you, if you show him that he's a priority in the dating, he's seeing what qualifications you have. He might make you a big time consideration. If you keep saying, oh, I can't because I'm doing this, I can't because I'm too busy, okay, fine. He's going to say, you too busy, out. I'll be busy with the next person who will give me exactly what I need. Fine. You don't want to sit around and give me attention. Men need attention the same way we do. Well, let me tell you something. When I'm in a relationship, can I be honest with you? When I'm in a relationship, I love attention from the one person that I'm with. I'm just that chick. I have to have that attention from that one person in a sense where it doesn't have to be overwhelming, but I like to know every once in a while that you love me, that you care about me, that I'm that number one. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to feel like that? So at the end of the day, I just want to encourage you guys to make sure, ladies, love on your man. Love on him. Make him feel important. Make him feel like he's worth your time. Make him feel like he matters. Come home. Don't have him coming home to no nasty behind house. Don't have him coming home to dinner not cooked. Don't have him coming home and he got to hear your mouth the moment he walks in the door. I mean, at the end of the day, if he comes home and says, babe, I had a rough day, the last thing he needs to hear is you nagging about him picking up a sock or doing this or not doing that. Listen to his heart. Listen to how his day went. Comfort him. Go ahead and let him know how much you need him, how much you love him, and how much you can do for him. And just say, babe, what do you need me to do? What is it that I can do to take this pain from you? What is it that I can do to just ease your mind? If he says, well, baby, you can't really take this from me. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'll step back and I will give you your you time. And when you're ready, maybe you just need some time to yourself. Am I in your way? Create a man cave for him. I can't wait. I already have my man cave picked out on Pinterest, how I'm going to design it when I get remarried, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I love love. I love love. I love relationships, and I love to take care of a man because I grew up watching my grandmothers and my mother and my aunt love on the men in their lives to the core. So all I know is love. Some of y'all don't know that because, one, your fathers have not been around, or the grandfather hasn't been around, or some of you guys have been literally touched by the wrong man. And you know what? There's redemption and healing for that before you can get into another relationship, or before you get into any relationship. Get that healing over your heart so that you can go ahead and love the way God has ordained love to be. We're going to take a quick break. We are going to come back in a couple of minutes. Don't you guys go anywhere. We are on the Making Me Matter radio show. It's your girl Tiff, and we will be back shortly, and we're going to go in about women in society. Yes, Nelly. Yes, Shanae. Yes, Misty. Tina, listen, have a good night at church. Definitely keep the show in your prayers. Keep us in your prayers, and know that we love you. We will be back. We're going to take a quick break, and I will see you guys shortly, only on
8 Squad Rebel Radio.
The most talked about internet radio station in the land.
What's up, y'all? This is your girl, Rod Digger, a.k.a. Dirty Harry, yeah. And you are checking out 8 Squad Rebel Radios. Make sure you keep it logged on right here, baby. Digger, you heard?
One. Yeah. Jesus is saying, ready or not, here I come, and you can't hide. Yeah. One. I need everybody to their feet. One. Yeah. Listen. One world, one life, one girl, one wife, one chance, one heart, one dance, one spark, one knee, one yes, one ring, one flesh, one vision, one look, one sound, one hook, one stage, one mic, one crowd, one light, one block, one car, one shot, one scar, one battle, one fight, one day, one night. Will you be the O-N-E? Choose one game, one sport, one name, one thought, one book, one God, one spirit, son died, one truth, one faith, one trip, one ride, one choice, one test, one stage, one left, one heaven, one hell, one prayer, one yell, one time, one source, one Lord, one cross, one body, one soul, one mission, one goal. Will you be the O-N-E he used? One Adam, one Eve, one fruit, one tree, one fall, one blame, one judge, one king, one woman, one man, one purpose, one plan, one dream, one wish, 5 loaves, one fish, one delivered, one bound, one lost, one found, one blind, one see, one step of faith, one seed, one Peter, one John, one David, one Psalm. Will you be the O-N-E he used? One Paul, one James, $1 but no change, one song, one verse, one gift, one curse, one me, one you, a microphone check, one tool, one religion, one church, one decision, one earth, one habit, one sin. A lot of people lose, we win. One healed, one free. Philippians 4, one free. One family, one place, one color, one race, one movie, one theme. Passion of the Christ, one screen.
you help me mend the pieces of this broken heart I have? Can you help me mend the pieces of this broken heart I have? I don't want to hurt any longer.
Not too much time has passed now. It feels like just yesterday. We were so in love. Those games we didn't play. Hey, now it's been 2 years and 1 month, and we've been together for so long. I feel lost without you. I just can't make it right. No, I try to move on, but for me it just don't work. I try to stay strong, but the pain it always hurts. I try to survive, but I need you in my life. I don't wanna hurt any longer. No, no, baby.
Help me mend the pieces
Help
of
me
this broken heart I
of this
have.
broken heart.
Can you help me mend the pieces
Baby.
of this broken heart I have?
I don't wanna.
I don't want to hurt any longer. I know you're feeling some way, 'cause I feel the same way too. I can't help but realize I'm still in love with you. Ooh, can't we just talk about this? 'Cause we can't go on like this. Don't try to hide your feelings, what's deep inside your heart. I try to move on, but for me that just don't work. I try to stay strong, but the pain always hurts. I try to survive, but I need you in my life. I don't want to hurt any longer. No, 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 no. Help me. This broken heart I have. This broken heart of mine. The pieces of this broken
y'all. Thank you guys so much for jumping back on with us on the Making Me Matter radio show. It's your girl, Tiffany Ball. As they would say, hey, Ms. Barker. So thank y'all. Did y'all hear Zay back there? So big shout out to Lance in his absence. Thank you, Lance. Big shout out to Lance in his absence. So we were talking tonight about women in the workplace, women in the house, and it looks like we're going to have to go back to that women in the house real soon. Big shout out to Minister Darlene, who just jumped on. And now we're going to talk about women in society. I only have 10 minutes. Ugh. Okay, so women in society. Hey, Minister Dina, good to see you. Minister Dina Bowser, shout out to you. Yes. Listen, yeah, Dewan, I need to look into that lawsuit as well. So listen, women in society. What is the depiction of a woman in society today? How is she looked at? Can I be honest with you? I went to a drive-thru. Anyone who knows me knows I like to eat. It doesn't look like I'm missing a meal, right? I went through a drive-thru one day, and just by the girl's voice, she was pretty rude. Her response was a certain way, and I'm like, okay, what I'm not going to do is respond the way I want to, and the reason why is because, I don't know what they're going to do to my food. So I was very nice, yada, yada, yada. I get up to the window, and when I go up to the window, she just popping gum, and then I give her my money, and when I give her the money to pay for my food, she sits up here and just doesn't say anything. Goes ahead, opens the drawer, gives me my money, and yada, yada, yada. And next thing you know, hey, Face, good to see you. And next thing you know it, as if it was nothing, just like hands me off my money like I'm just some random. And I said, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Are you having a bad day? Listen, somebody said something to me. I can't save everybody, and God knows that's the truth. But if I could try to help one person, God help me. I said, are you having a bad day? And she said, why? I said, because you look like you having a bad day. I didn't do anything to you. And as working in customer service, it's your responsibility to make sure that you treat me accordingly. But since you don't think that there's anything wrong with your attitude, maybe corporate wouldn't see. Maybe corporate will see that there's something wrong and they might be getting rid of you. Honey, she said to me, I'm sorry. I said, I understand. I've been there. But when I asked you if you were having a bad day, I asked you for a reason. I wasn't trying to come down on you. I just want to let you know that you loved. You never know how somebody's going to be able to bless you. And you just don't know. So even where you are, because you are the face of this establishment, it's only right that you go ahead and have yourself act in a level of professionalism. We don't teach other women how to carry themselves publicly. And I think, and like I said earlier, I think so. Oh, Misty, thank you so much. Thank you. I promise you, sometimes I don't feel like I'm doing enough. I promise you that. We have got to be careful how we engage with other women and how we decide to carry ourselves, because they're picking up on that. We don't know what these other women are going home to. We don't know what these young ladies are imitating. We have got to do something. I wish there was a way we can literally fight back what's going on TV and radio, because the society has women, even older women, that's like almost 100 years old, and grandmas. They're like grannies, and they're out there acting as if they still got it, or trying to flaunt this and flaunt that, and still trying to drop it. No, you like 900 years old. You drop it, you probably won't get back up. And this is what we don't want, this image to go forward and have these younger women looking at things that's unnecessary. Hi, Tim. I see you. Tim, I'm so mad I didn't get a chance to just grab you when I saw you in Brooklyn. But we have got to do better with how we carry ourselves, so that when society sees us, we can go ahead and portray to be who we are destined to be. And that's great. And I'm not trying to be funny. I looked at her when I saw this young lady. I couldn't see greatness on her. I couldn't, because of the situation that she was in. And sometimes we wear externally what we are going through. My biggest prayer is that God, in everything that I'm dealing with and everything that's coming across my table, let me not wear exactly what it is that I'm dealing with, because somebody might need to see you. And there's no way that somebody can constantly see, that someone can see him if they're constantly seeing me. You understand what I'm saying? So I think we have got to be better. I look at what's going on these reality TV shows. The image is outright atrocious. These rap artists, no shades of Cardi B. I get it. I get the whole, she was a stripper and she's on the come up, or she's past the come up now pretty much. But at the end of the day, that's what I heard. I think they said she was a stripper, and then she, her rap game got her to where she is. But I'm not trying to be funny. Misty, good Lord, I promise you, I don't want anyone to see me. I only want them to see him. I'll push somebody away, and literally somebody deal with Tiffany. They probably would never see Jesus. It's only God. But when I tell you the lyrics I heard to a song recently, I said, oh, we have got to do better. This is why these young ladies are out there hoeing around, why they're getting pregnant, why they think half of them, a lot of them got diseases and don't even know they have diseases because they don't know anything about being a kept young lady. That's a whole nother topic right there. No one wants to be kept because we're not teaching it. And these kids are not exposed to it because parents are letting music, school, and the system raise their kids. So now the examples that we have now, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, I'm happy that Cardi B is no longer what she was, and that she's making money this way. But is it still right? I'm just asking a question. I would not let my child watch her. My child would never go to a concert. My child would never watch Nicki. At the end of the day, I'm very guarded. I didn't start playing secular music around my sister until she was 13 years old. She thought I was this old lady, but I felt like I had to protect her. I felt like I needed to guard her from whatever I could, as much as I could. I felt like my sister needed to be protected. So from the time that my sister was, my sister started coming around me when she was like 2 years old. Hey, Gabs, how are you, Gabby? Good to see you. Since she was like, 2 years old? And then by the time she hit 13, I was like, oh no. No, well, then I was like, okay, well, she can understand certain things that is being played on the radio now, so I could let her listen to this and listen to that. But I didn't play certain things around my sister because I didn't want that seed being planted in her ear and in her system, and then she walking out. Let me tell you what happened one year. One year, my sister called me. She was in New Jersey. Called me in Dallas. She was at the mall. Okay, 12 years old, on her way to visit me in Dallas. Hey, Jordy, my sister was 12 years old on her way to visit me in Dallas. She knows how I am. She calls me and says at 12 years old, Neff, I'm looking at this bathing suit. I said, okay, but it's a bikini. Do you mind if I buy it? But to show you how much she respected, check this out. She knew how I was around her. Okay? She had enough decency and enough sense to call me and say, is it okay if I get mommy to buy me a bikini? And I said, absolutely not. Because you don't know, and I explained to her, the reason why you cannot get a bikini and be out here with me in Dallas in one is because you're 12 years old, number one. But check this out. There's nasty people that's around you, whether we know that they're nasty up front or not. There's people that are looking to, there's women now kidnapping women or trying to rape women, and there's men that do it. And I said, in Paige, I would not want any of that on my hands just because I allowed you to wear a bikini and have somebody look at you a certain way. I'm going to give my own self claps, because I'm going to tell you something. We have gotten to a place where we don't protect our kids. We have all this foolishness, have them in the middle of the stuff, and then when they get turned out or they end up going down a certain path, we like, well, I don't know how they got here. No, because you didn't do your job. And I'm not talking about parents. I'm talking about the community. I'm talking about a sister. I'm talking about a friend. I'm talking about an aunt. I'm talking about a neighbor. I'm talking about a mentor. We have got to be more aware and more cautious and careful as to how we protect what is going on in these young ladies, in the system, in their mind, in their heart. I don't want anyone to literally look at me and say, oh, I remember when, not even I remember, oh, well, Tiff taught me how to do this and da-da-da-da-da. And it leads them down to drugs, leads them down to prostitution, leads them to lose their mind. I don't want that blood on my hands. I don't. I'll be the first to say, if this happens, guess what? It's not my fault, but I'm going to pray for you. So look, y'all, I am so sorry. It's 8 o'clock. They got to get ready. The next show is here. Brian, good to see you. Hi, Chaz. And hey, Reginald, I see you. So listen, I will catch you guys next week. We're still going to continue this conversation. This is National Women's History Month, so we're going to get it in. Make sure you guys tune in next Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend, text a friend, send a smoke signal. Let them know that the Making Me Matter radio show will be on the air next Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have an amazing weekend, and thank you for listening to
8 Squad Rebel Radio.
The most talked about internet radio station in the land.
Is that home or property bringing down your credit score? Tired of fighting with the bank or chasing tenants for what they owe? Is keeping up with the maintenance getting out of control? Let us take the problem off your hands. Fast home buyers can buy that property fast, as is. You don't have to fix a thing. Or we can make arrangements to make payments for you to save your credit from foreclosure or short sales. Fast home buyers have helped others like you in similar situations. We've helped with behind on payments, inherited property, upside down mortgages, properties not